Ladies and gentlemen, digital marketing and retail, online and offline. Congratulations to Retailers Association of India and Octane.in on this launch. Your copies can be collected from the Octane.in counter near the registration desk. So please do collect your copies a little later today when we break for an expo visit. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now over to Mr. Punit Modgil to take you through a presentation on what the report contains.
A very good morning to each one of you. This is the second year in the running that we have partnered with RAI, and we have brought this report. Last year was this copy, this version. Not much has changed in terms of layout and except for color, but contents have changed heavily. I want to see if I can give you some time back from the schedule because we're running late a bit. At the same time, I'll take you to a fast-paced journey of what you have shared as opinions about how marketing using technology is impacting your business. So I'll just place this here and take you through a few slides. I may not be able to just do justice to your questions during this short session. I've been given 15 minutes. I'll try to wrap it up in 10 minutes, if possible. I was rehearsing a couple of years back for a TED Talk. Have you seen a TED Talk? Some of you? Yeah? So the format is very grueling. It's 18 minutes, and they knock you off the stage. This is even worse. 15 minutes, I'll try to do it in 10 minutes. So let's see if we can do justice to this. You will have questions. That's the hashtag for the event, RADACON14. If you have a mobile phone, if you're on Twitter, you can fire up your questions as I present some slides to you. You find them controversial, please opine. If you agree with it, let us know. And that's the Octane ID for Twitter. Let me just take you through what's happening and what we see in the marketplace when you look at retail and technology. Now, this is not new to you. Data, devices, digital. I'm borrowing from IBM. This is impacting all parts of your business, back-end, front-end, CRM, supply chain, offline, online. These three are creating disruption. But what's our response? The consumers are moving ahead. Consumers are moving on. And they're finding newer ways to create a lot more data for you, a lot more devices they're going to use, and digitally they want to engage with you. You've seen the e-commerce story in the last 12 months really scale up. What's our response? Our response is this. So clearly, if you want to have trust, if you want to have empathy, if you want consumers to love us, engage with us, some things will have to give away. The push of marketing has to give away to a lot more listening and then engaging. We see a lot more that happening in the last 12 months. I'll walk you through some of those. But a lot of us actually have to still get rid of, I'm a marketer for the last 20 years. I'm also equally guilty. Marketing typically means push. I think we have to get into more segmentation, personalization, and I'll talk briefly about it. Can you set my timer, please, so I don't go overboard beyond 10 minutes? Thank you. This is what the retailers in India participated. So clearly, there's a heavy bias towards top level and mid-level. This is not the most definitive study on e-tail marketing or retail marketing in India, but definitely it's a directionally some things you can take away from, understand how social is changing lives, how other media, SMS, mobile, email, are shifting gears for marketeers in retail in India. So clearly there's a bias towards people who use technology, even from a retailer's perspective, and there's a heavy bias towards mid and senior managers. Moving on. The study did reach out to single brand retailers and multi-brand retailers. So it's heavily going towards multi-brand, but there's single brand retailers also who have opined and shared their insights. What is the primary marketing goal for retailers? It continues to be customer acquisition. Again, we are in a growth stage, high growth stage, so retention takes second step. What's interesting, if you contrast this with last year, brand awareness suddenly comes into focus and grows. I'll share some data with you which is year-on-year trending, and you'll see that even with e-marketing campaigns, retailers are saying, like you are saying, that brand awareness on digital is suddenly becoming important as well. 67% of marketers said they use channel of email marketing. There's a bias. We are an email marketing platform for India, but this is a team called Octane Research, which partners with RAI, and reaches out to folks like you to create this report. But it continues to play a role. Email marketing has diminished a few points, but it still continues to be one of the most important channels for customer retention and engagement, and of course acquisition as well. This is the one place where there's a disruption happening in e-marketing, in consumer engagement with you. Consumers have moved on to mobile, but a lot of our retail marketeers, offline and online, are gearing up to respond to it. And I would suggest next 12 months, if you look at one area where you should be investing a lot more, is to see how what you're trying to do is created, engaged on mobile platforms. So 67% of marketeers in retail in India have said they're ready for mobile. So remaining number, 43% or 33%, are still to sort of gear up and get there. Huge opportunity. Many of you are trying to go online. Many of you are already online. And cart abandonment program are programs where somebody comes to your site, selects something, and then drops off. It could be the browser session that sort of give away. It could be the internet connectivity which gave away. Now, what do you do after that? Do you follow up with a polite request saying you had selected this design, you